For those who aren't aware, let me bring you up to speed. In my last video, I talked about how DanTDM, KSI and Logan Paul all grouped up together to make their terrible, terrible project. And by God, when I say terrible, I mean it's as bad as it gets. They've made a project called Lunchly, which is a competitor for Lunchables. Basically these small boxes with crackers, cheese and ham. And they said that their new Lunchly is healthier, when it's more expensive and actually worse for you. I also made a brief mention of Prime having lead in it, which is one of the exact things that they complain that Feastables has in it. And the amount of just absolute scams that KSI and Logan Paul have done. And I've got another video talking about it in a lot more detail, which is highly scripted and concise, coming out on the Lego channel. Because it's something that I think, if anyone has a child audience, you should be talking about it. And although this channel isn't necessarily watched by children, it's something I'm passionate enough that I want to talk about it more. That all aside, let's talk about the aftermath of the situation, because a lot has happened. Before I want to talk about KSI Logan Paul's reactions to basically the internet going, what a bunch of idiots, I want to talk about a man called Asmongold, who got Lunchly early and actually compared it to Lunchables. And it's the exact same. I'll put a clip on screen now, but it's the same. He says it himself.
Guys, I feel like this is so anticlimactic. They're basically the same fucking thing. They look different, but they basically taste the exact same. Like, the cheese here is a completely different color, and guess what? They probably both use food coloring in these. It's basically the fucking same. I'm sorry. It's not crazy, but which one edges out? I think it depends on the drink. If you like Prime, then it's going to be Prime. If you like Capri Sun, it's going to be Lunchables. Other than that, I really can't say. I think that they're pretty much about the same thing. And I do think that the salsa from Lunchables is better than the salsa here.
I thought that was pretty funny already, because it tells us exactly what we expected. It's a scam. It's the exact same stuff, but you're paying more for it. They're telling you it's better for you, and to be honest, it's probably not. In fact, I'm fairly certain it's not. It's probably worse for you than Lunchables. Although, the best option is to get neither of these products. But all of this is meaningless when you see Logan Paul's reaction, who tries to make a I think it's a comeback at DanTDM, even though his first one was terrible. He makes a new comeback, and he's trying to clown on DanTDM, and he just, I don't have the verbal skills to explain how bad it is, so I'm just gonna play it for you guys and then I'll talk about it.
Let me put this in the context. Imagine being a motherfucker who's angry that we made this. Crackers, bro? You mad cause we made crackers? This is what you're mad about? Bruh. It's a turkey, real cheese, and cracker stack. And by the way, it's great. I mean, yes, we made nachos as well with queso, but I think if you're getting mad about nachos, that's a you problem. Oh, and the pizza. It's literally called the pizza. But same thing, like, you're mad about pizza? Like 500,000 favorites because we made pizza, crackers, and nachos?
The first thing I want to laugh about is that he says 500 favorites. That's a like. That's 571,000 likes, not 571,000 favorites. But a small thing aside, a small pedantic issue, let's call it. He's not mad about the fact that you're making crackers. He's mad about the fact that you're saying it's healthy, we're pretty certain it isn't, we've pretty much proven that it isn't, and then you're trying to sell it to children. And that's entirely all that you do. All that you do is make a product that is bad for people and sell it to children who don't know better. And this is why I think that everyone who has a child audience should be talking about this. Because children don't know better. They're just going to go by what their favourite YouTubers say. And if their favourite YouTubers are saying, oh, buy this product, they're going to buy it. Which is why I think everyone should be saying, this is a bad idea, don't get this. Because then a child's going to watch Logan Paul and they're going to be like, wow, Logan, he was telling me how healthy this product is. And then they're going to watch DanTDM, Jacksepticeye, basically anybody who's against it, and go, holy shit, this is terrible for me. I'm going to die if I eat it. And they're just not going to buy it. Problem solution. The only way that we stop this project is by talking about it. And although we've done a big hit to it, I feel like more people should be talking more openly about it. It should be common knowledge, rather than only people who are watching the drama or on Twitter. Because besides from that, I think if you're not in one of those two categories, you're not really going to know much about Lunchley. So I feel this is why I think people should be talking about it more openly. But again, it's another terrible response because, well, I don't need to explain why. Let's just move on to KSI's.
This is what he had to say. What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. Do better. Do better.
Now, this first segment where he's reading it out in this, I think this is meant to be like an imitating voice. A bit like when a child in school, like on the playground, will repeat something you say, but they'll do it in a, oh, well, he said he really he, to do it in like an annoying voice to try and aggravate you. I think that's what he's trying to do, but instead he's just coming across incredibly cringy and just unbearable.
And actually, let's take a step back and look at the whole fucking situation. These motherfuckers are complaining about a lunch kit. That's what this whole thing is about. A lunch kit. There's way more crazier things happening in this world, but people want to go in on this lunch fucking kit. What are we doing? What are we doing?
This... yeah, people are complaining about a lunch kit because it's bad, and you're trying to pitch it towards children who, again, don't know better. That's the exact same thing I just said about Logan Paul. A kid's gonna watch KSI and they're gonna go, oh wow, this product's good for me, I'm gonna eat it, nom, 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 nom. Oh, what's that? I have lead poisoning? I have 2 months to live? Well, fuck. Meanwhile, if they're going to see another YouTuber like Jacksepticeye, DanTDM, etc, 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 who's saying, this stuff is bad for people, don't eat it, the child audience is going to go, oh, okay, and guess what? Children aren't going to be eating this disgusting crap. The only way you can stop this scam is by calling it out, by talking about it. The rest of his response is pretty well summarised in this video here by a guy called Arto, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but credit to him. This is a pretty good video, it sums it up pretty well, and it just makes KSI look so pathetic. But the short summary is that he's gone onto Reddit, and he's looking at all of these memes, and he's saying, you know what, the problem is that DanTDM fans are racist, and shows like one tweet where one of them says the N-word, with like 7 likes. Yeah, that's pretty good. The rest of the video is just him doing his really annoying fake laugh. Like every 10 seconds, and constantly saying that, my product's not bad, my fans are the problem. It's like that joke from The Simpsons where Skinner goes, am I out of touch? No, the kids are the problem.
Am I so out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong.
It's like that. That's basically what his entire video is. This whole video, he's just going, my product is good. If you don't like it, you're the problem. And it's just so fucking pathetic. He's now going through his Reddit and he's deleting all of the posts that are saying anything negative. But you know what? It gets even funnier, because Mr. Beast has been doing this on his Instagram. And not just that, but KSI and Logan Paul have been trying to do this on Twitter, but doing very miserably, because like 1 out of 3 will get deleted. Incredible. The PR response of attempting to save these careers has been absolutely miserable. To my knowledge, Mr. Beast hasn't made a statement yet, but it's probably because he knows better. What they should have done is they should have said, okay, DanTDM, what's wrong with this product? How can we make it better? How can we make this more suitable for children? But what they really did is they went, you suck. And then the entirety of the internet has just gone, he doesn't suck. We grew up with that guy. You suck! And yeah, it's just all falling apart. It's pretty entertaining to watch KSI's career fall apart. It's pretty entertaining to watch Logan Paul's career fall apart, because both of them are just dirty fucking scammers. And I think Mr. Beast is probably going to be next on the chopping block. But this is something funny about Mr. Beast. I've always said this. In fact, I think there's a quote about it in BoJack Horseman. Mr. Beast is like someone drowning out in the ocean. He's flapping around everywhere, and if you try to grab onto him, he's just gonna pull you in with them. And that's exactly what he's doing. He made a video with Chris Hemsworth, which was terrible, and now I'm worried for Chris Hemsworth. He's done this collaboration with KSI and Logan Paul, and both of their careers are dying as we speak. Twitter spent like 5 days straight crucifying them. I'm serious, DanTDM was trending for like a week straight on Twitter, and if you went onto it, it was just everybody absolutely cooking KSI and Logan Paul while backing up DanTDM. It's been hilarious. But if you want to watch a lot more detail, then I recommend watching R2's video. It's really good, it gives a really good summary. And I think that will explain it in a lot more depth, in a lot more detail than I really understand how to. Because I am not a drama YouTuber. This isn't the type of stuff I make. But a lot of you liked that first video, so I felt that I should do a second one to kind of give a summary of the aftermath. When Mr. Beast makes a response, of course I'll talk about it, because everyone knows that I hate Mr. Beast. But otherwise I'm going to end this video off here. So thank you very much for watching. Thank God that Feastly is, or Lunchly, or whatever the fuck, thank fuck it's failing. It's failing so bad I can't even remember what its name is. Good riddance.